Hey, 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 hey. Boom, Bo Jackson. Howdy, howdy, y'all. Ball Card Zero here. Just recently had someone ask me how I got the name Ball Card Zero. And it's because I collect ball cards. Thought it was pretty self-explanatory. But just got back from the show in Winston Salem, the town that's still named after 2 packs of cigarettes. It was put on by Inside Pitch Promotions. They've got a new manager, a new owner or something, so it seems like he's doing really good things with it. But it was a good show. It was a ball card show, but it was half toy show as well. So it wasn't as big as like the Hickory shows as far as number of tables, but it was still a pretty big deal though. So look at all these boxes that they had that were either a quarter or a dime or even a penny. So I picked up a lot of stuff just for fun. And some of the stuff was from the 60s and 70s. So, yeah, I went through and just rated those boxes. Now, look at all these old Tobacco Cards T206s. I didn't buy any of those, but it's just nice to see those. But I'm going to start off with this card right here. I think this might be Travis Kelce's girlfriend's dad. Skeeter Swift. And, I don't even know if that's his name or if that's his nickname. I hope that's his nickname, but played for the Pittsburgh Condors. Pretty cool card. And, man, look at those blue eyes he's got. Looks kind of creepy. They're almost hypnotic or hydroponic. Why did he say that word? I can't remember. But pretty good. Dang, he's got a set of ears on him, too. Dang, and look at that. Look at that chest hair. Looks like a porn star from the 1970s. Why have I picked up so many of this guy's cards here lately? Doug Drabeck. I don't know why. I'm beginning to think I might secretly have like a little man crush on him or something. But, I mean, look, that is a cool card. It's all shiny and stuff. But I just don't. I don't get it because I don't like Doug Drabeck. And I absolutely hate his mullet. I hate everything about him. He kicked the Braves' ass back in the day, but and I just now realized it says Cy Young 1990, which he did win the Cy Young, but he was with Pittsburgh back then, so I don't know why they have a picture of him with the Astros. I know he later pitched for the Astros, but it's like they should have found a photo of him with the Pirates. So I'm not the most politically correct person in the world, but even this makes me cringe a little bit. It's Red Skull, a supervillain. I think he was... I never was into comic books when I was younger. I was more into Hustler. But I think he was Captain America's villain. But, I mean, you can see why. I know times are different now, but, man, this just seems weird to even hold this nowadays. But, yeah, Captain America, arch enemy. So, I'm going to pick up some Bo Jackson cards, and here's the only one I picked up at this show, but it's pretty cool. Check this out. It's a, is it 1990 score? Yeah, I think it's a 1990 score. It's one of those funky sets that Score put out, but it's Bo Jackson. Just cool. I mean, I just love some Bo Jackson. I don't think I have it, but I got it now. Picked these cards up, 4 for $1. They were 25 cents a piece. Now this is the select certified score. I don't know. Is this score? Those are just beautiful cards. Of course, back in the 90s, they were beautiful. Looks like it says God. From the same set, got Big Hurt. So love that. And of course, I'm going to pick me up. If I can't pick up Mark Grace, I'm going to get me Ryan Sandberg. So got that. And then I don't care what you say. One of the greatest players of all time. I don't care if he did do steroids. By God, baseball was interesting back then. And partially because of him. And McGuire and Sosa and everybody else that was all roided up. By God, it was good. Put him in the Hall of Fame. I don't care. Just beautiful cards. I picked this card up for $1. Look at this. This is an 85 Ricky Henderson. And just had to pick that up for $1. I probably already got it. Might already have a couple of them. But just a neat card for $1. Couldn't pass that up. So whenever I first got into ball cards, and I didn't have a favorite player at the time, I basically just flipped a coin between two guys to see who my favorite player was going to be. And we already know how that ended up. Bo Jackson won. But it really was close to being this guy right here. Eric Davis. And at the time, which was 1989 or 1990, Eric Davis was one of the best players in baseball. And you can see it said $16. That card, it might have been worth $16 back right after 1990 when the Reds won the World Series. But Eric Davis rookie card, I think I paid a quarter, maybe 50 cents. I can't remember, but I just had to get this. All right, just a couple cards I had to pick up because they're funny. Randy Bush. I love when a Bush is Randy. Bobby Jones. With glasses like that, it looks like he ought to be an accomplished Jeffrey Dahmer. Dick Stigman. Oh, Dick Stigman. Dick came to the Twins with Vic Powers in a trade. It was a trade for Dick and Vic. Dick was traded with Vic Powers. This sent Pedro Ramos to Cleveland. I wonder if Vic Powers was any kin to Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down. Here's a Trot Nixon card. Oh, I don't know who made that. SP. Oh, it was Upper Deck, of course. Nice and shiny. But Trot Nixon, he grew up right here in the Carolinas, holding that bat very suggestively. Now, this is just a weird card. There's so much going on in it. Now, this is just a weird card. There's so much going on in it. And everybody's seen this card before, but you got to have it. I mean, look, there's a Philly fanatic in the background. There's another mascot right there, something. And why does he have a boa constrictor around his neck? That just doesn't make sense. Oh, here's why. Because he was born in Germany. That explains it. Picked up a couple Rambo cards. So here's, I don't know what 201 means. But anyway, here's a picture of Rambo. Or no, that's not Rambo. That's Rocky. Rocky playing baseball, stickball. I just now realized he's a lefty. Oh, no, that's right. In the movie, he was a southpaw. So, yeah, that makes sense. So, pretty cool. Nothing on the back. And then got this other Rambo card, or Rocky card. Rocky looking like a mobster, smoking a doobie. Kind of looks like the guy from that was on the sidelines of the New York Giants game. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure Madam Editor will flash something up there to help me out. And you got Rocky there, so who goes with Rocky? Well, Bullwinkle. So look at this guy, Tom Bullwinkle. I don't know much about him. Never even heard of him, but it's Tom Bullwinkle. Kind of weird. Look at this. Born in Independence, O. I don't know what O is, or maybe that's a 0. Here's a really cool card because it's Jim Harbaugh. It's real heavy because it's got that medallion in it. And is he the one that's coaching? Well, they're both coaching. One of them's coaching Baltimore. The other one's at Michigan. About to go back to the NFL probably. But anyway, it's a pretty cool card. Nice and different. But the best thing about this card is this right here. Woohoo! Yep. Jim can put his Harbaugh right in there. No one knows where the nose goes when the doors are closed at the glory hole. So, I love some Provision, so I picked up a couple Provisions. This is 1993, which Tony Smith did the first 2 years of. And this is, I think his name was Steele. I can't remember. But pretty cool cards, but not as good as Tony Smith's. Tony's was much better. This one isn't that bad. It's Dennis Eckersley. And, it's okay. They only made 3 of them. It kind of fits the tradition, but this one right here, I don't like it. It's Cecil Fielder. It doesn't look like Cecil Fielder. I don't know who that looks like, but it doesn't look like Cecil Fielder. And I understand he played a year or a couple years or something overseas in Japan, and then came back and hit 51 home runs for the Tigers. And then you got the Japanese person up there in whiteface, which isn't that racist? Don't they have to be yellowface or something? What are those people called that dress up like that? Bukkake? I don't know. No respect. Okay, Rodney Dangerfield. Here's a weird card right here. It's Reggie Jackson and Bugs Bunny. 7th inning stretch. But what exactly is Bugs Bunny going to stretch on Reggie there? Is Reggie just going to take a piss on him and Bugs is taking cover under the base? What? I don't understand it. How many 20-game win seasons does Nolan have? I'm assuming you're referring to Nolan Ryan. 2. That was it. Well, that didn't tell me a whole lot about that card. Another card that was real popular back when I was collecting was this card right here. And it's just talking about the Pistons winning the championship '89. Was that the Blazers or was that the Lakers? I can't remember. But anyway, it was back when they started their bad boy run. And then Jordan put an end to that. Now, y'all know I love some cards that's got some scribbling on them. So here we go. Yeah, Angels. I have no idea why somebody would have wrote on that, but they did. And it was probably only a dime or so I picked that up. Another card that I had to pick up for a dime, Otis Nixon with the Braves. Well, actually, it's not with the Braves, it's with the Indians there. But I had to pick that up. And here's a cool card. It's a father and son card of Bill and Jeff Kunkel, or Kunkel? Kunkel? I don't know. But anyway, pretty cool card. Nice to see father and son combos make it to the majors. I can't think of any more that ever did except for these. Check that out. It's got a weird font on the back. Kunkel. Kunkel. Cuckold. Cuckold? Father and son cuckold. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that ain't right. It'd have to be father and stepson. No, that ain't going to work. It would have to be stepmother, right? Father and son and stepmother. I think that's better. I don't know. That's not as bad. So I picked up some NASCAR cards. Check this out. Dick Beatty. Man, I'd hate to have that nickname. It just says NASCAR. Doesn't even say what he did. Check this out. Danny Lawrence. Look at that. Danny Lawrence. He's an all-pro. But what did he do? Oh, he's an assistant engine builder. Is that how you build an engine back then? You just stand next to a... Is that an ironing board? What is that? And look at that computer. Look at that computer in the back. My God, that computer was old back in 1991, so you know it's old now. What could you even do with that thing? Wasn't Danny Lawrence the guy that was on that show that would say, "Whoa"? Was his name. Here's a driver, Patty Moyse. Here is a crew chief. It's Richard Broom, but he was more commonly known as a Dick Broom. Here's an owner's card. The Wood Brothers. Joey Knuckles. Joey was his name. Joey Lawrence. Now this is a cool card. This is from the 1988 Max set, but it's talking about the 1987 Winston race. And that race is commonly known as the Pass in the Grass. It was where Earnhardt, which is right there, he passed Elliott on the last lap in the grass to win the race. Now, technically, it wasn't a pass in the grass. It wasn't even a pass at all. But anyway, still a cool story. Right between the two guys is Tim Richmond. And I don't see Harry Gant. It looks like Harry Gant might be back there. He was my favorite driver back then. Actually, Tim Richmond actually was my second favorite driver back then. But Tim Richmond, he's also known for something else to do with this race. You probably already know where I'm going with this story, but if not, buckle up. The Winston is called the All-Star Race, and they would get all the drivers together for a photo, and then they would make that photo into a poster. So whenever all the drivers got together for the photo, nobody realized that Tim Richmond had his Richmond hanging out in the photo. So they ended up making this photo into the poster and distributed it. And it wasn't until like 3 or 4 years later that people noticed little Timmy hanging out. So that was Tim Richmond's claim to fame until he later died from AIDS. However, the story doesn't stop there. At the time, Tim Richmond was in really bad health because, like I said, he passed away from AIDS, I think about a year later. And what that was not actually his pecker hanging out. That was a cane that he was using to walk around at the time. And that's just the head of the cane that he's holding. So, unfortunately, that's not his pecker, but that's a hell of a lot better story. And we'll just go with that. Now this is a neat card right here. I've never seen this before. It's Ted Williams. It's a real plain card, but it does say Ted Williams on it. Don't know who, okay, yeah, okay, it's Topps, collector series. But I don't know really how you got this card or anything like that. It looks like it was made in '85. Really cool though, because, I love some Ted Williams. And he played for the Red Sox. I don't know what team that is right there, the big K. This might be the first ever redemption card. It may not be, I don't know, but it's one of the first. But it's really cool because it's 1992 Upper Deck basketball. And what happens I never pulled this from a pack, but if you did pull this from a pack, you would mail it in to some address on the back, I'm sure. And then what they would do is they would send you a card of the #1 overall draft pick that year. And then they'd also hole punch that card so you don't send it in again. So you get the card back. That glory hole is more my size. So that year, the #1 overall draft pick ended up being Shaquille O'Neal. So you got a Shaq card. Pretty cool card. And I'm really cool to have that. Here's a weird wrestling card. It's Baron Von Raschke. That's just a weird card. It looks like there's some sort of assault going on in that photo. I really don't know what's going on. I don't want to know what's going on right in this area. But anyway, nothing on the back. Looks like he's about to give him a back shot. Now, I'm going to have to pick up some holograms. So here we go. Chipper Jones hologram. And I can't even get that. Can't even get that in the light. But anyway, trust me, there is a hologram right there. But it's pretty cool. There it is. Oh, wait. No, it's one of those cards. One of these cards. There it is. Pretty neat. And then one more hologram that I picked up. Tommy Glavine. Nice hologram. There he is. Nice Tom Glavine hologram card. So here's a pretty cool card. It's a Jordan card. I love some Jordans. So, and I think I only paid 50 cents for it. You can tell though it is the McDonald's card because it's got the hologram that's in the shape of the arches. So the way you got this is back in like 1992, I believe. McDonald's sold a burger called the McJordan. And then, man, that burger was so good. It had on it a lot of stuff. And I loved it. And I ate 23 of those burgers. And then I ate a few more. But I remember when I got to 23, I was real happy about it. So whenever you bought a McJordan, you would get a pack of 3 of these cards. They had like 50 different cards. And it was really hard to make a set. But I ended up making a set because, like I said, I bought a bunch of those burgers. So here's a cool card, a rookie card of Bubba Smith. He's dead now. But he was a good defensive lineman back in the day. But he was more notorious for being on the Police Academy series. He played Moses Hightower. But pretty cool card. Picked up 2 big rookies when I was at the show. And I'm going to start off with this one right here. I paid $10 a piece for them. Check this out. It's a Cal Ripken Jr. Topps rookie. I've never had this card. And I've got it now. I'm real happy about that. I've had the Fleer and the Donners, but I've never had the Topps. And I'd love to have the Topps traded, but that ain't going to happen. And I just now realized, look, it says third base, which maybe that was foreshadowing, because Ripken eventually did move over to third base. Bob Boner and Jeff Schneider. Boner. I wonder what ever happened to Boner. But anyway, pretty cool card to have that. The biggest rookie I picked up is this right here. And it only seemed fitting since I was in Winston-Salem, home of Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And the show was literally held right across the street from the Wake Forest football stadium. And I also love the San Antonio Spurs. This right here. Look at that. I got to take this out. Screw it. I'm just going to leave it in there. Man, that is good. That is just beautiful. Got that clear on it. And who made that? I can't tell. Oh, it's Skybox. Man, that is just, here's the thing I like about Skybox is that I always said Upper Deck, when Upper Deck came out, it forced Topps and Donruss and Fleer to step up their game as far as quality goes and design and photography. And then when Skybox came out, they made Upper Deck forced them to step up their game, which just made everything better. And that's why the 90s were the best ball cards ever made. Just beautiful cards. And right here's a perfect example of one. Is that not beautiful? Yes, it is. I also bought a bunch of packs. Check this out. I mean, all this stuff is just going to take me back to my childhood. 88 Topps football, Bo Jackson rookie, but bought three packs for $5. So I've never opened up a pack of those. So I'm not going to open up all these packs right now, just a few. I'll do some for later. So we'll just start off with this pack of 88 Topps. 1988 Topps football. Now we know what's in this set, the Bo Jackson rookie, but there's also some other cool cards in it, the Brian Bosworth rookie, and a couple other cards. Irvin Fryer right on the back, and oh look, check that out. Joe Montana, Bernie Kosar. I'll hold that out. So here's an Eric Dickerson 1,000-yard card. Pretty cool. I'll hold that out as well. Gary Anderson. Hey! Boom, Bo Jackson. Look at that. That is the Bo Jackson. It's the action card. It's not his rookie, but it's from his rookie set. Oh man, that corner's all bent up. But that's okay because it's still Bo Jackson. So that's really cool. I'm definitely keeping that out. Ozzie Newsome, Ernest Jackson, Helen Keller, Kurt Adams, Irvin Fryer, Jackie Shipp, Al Toon, Mike Gann, rookie of Ricky somebody, Jeff Smith, Ken O'Brien, and Harry Carson. All right, so that's cool. The Bo Jackson card is really cool. Even though it's not technically his rookie, it's Bo Jackson from 88 Topps. So yeah. Oh, I bet that gum tastes nasty. Yeah. Oh man. Let's you know what? I'm gonna open up this pack. This is something I don't do a whole lot of, and that is buy new stuff. But I don't even know what. I don't know anything about this. It's basketball. That's all I know. So there's a Trailblazer on the back. Oh, okay. These are pretty neat looking. Julius Randle. Chris, the unicorn. I can't pronounce his name. Ray Allen. Is he still playing? No, he's not playing anymore. He retired like 10 years ago. Well, this is a cool card. Check this out. Who is that? That is, folks, I have no idea what that even says. Anthony Edwards. Oh, he was like the number 2 pick in the draft. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll hold that out. Might be worth something. Tracy McGrady. Okay, so that must. Yeah, some of these are old. So I've heard of them. Like Tracy McGrady was a hell of a player. But okay, got this Anthony Edwards card. It's just number 14. It's not probably worth too much, but I'll hold that out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Really intrigued by this right here. It's the wrap pack, and I don't know anything about it. It does not even say who made this. Don't know what to expect out of this stuff. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Okay, that's probably just a promotional card or something. Another promotional. Golly, look at all these promotional pieces in there. All right, King T. King T. I have no idea who King T is. Says that King T got his break whenever he hooked up with Ice-T. I don't know if I brag about hooking up with Ice-T. Mellow Man Ace. Man, I love that background. That looks like something straight out of the 80s. Too Black, Too Strong. That's kind of how I like my coffee. The Poison Clan. It says that the Poison Clan is often described as the baby version of the Two Live Crew because they share the same kind of X-rated lyrics and raunchiness. Well, hanging out down the street, the same old thing we did last week. Sweet tea. So we had king tea and then we got sweet tea. This must be a whole tea bag. Says that she got her start after she hooked up with Davey DMX. Why? What is all about hooking up? And I wonder if Davey DMX is DMX. Oh well. What is this? Step up front. I don't know. Granddaddy IU. It says that the initials in Granddaddy IU stand for In There and Untouchable. And he was discovered by Biz Markie. I'm not going to play the song. Red-headed Kingpin. What up, my ginger? And D Nice. Wasn't there... Oh, wait a minute. There was a song that said D Nice, rip the mic and go for yours. Can't remember what that was. Oh well. Alright, I don't know what this was. This was I'm never heard of any of them. We'll open up these 2 packs right here and be done. Alright, so this is baseball. It's O-Pee-Chee baseball. I've never opened up a pack of O-Pee-Chee. 1992. Ugh. Bobby Witt's dad on the back with the big gum stain. So they look like 92 tops, which I mean I knew that. Mike Scioscia, Mark Carrion, Melito Perez, Jerome Walton, Joe Torre, Tim Leary. Wasn't he the guy that invented LSD? Or no, that was Abby Hoffman. Tim Leary was just like the guru. Maybe that was Jimi Hendrix. Rex Hudler, Mike Bordick, Jeremy Hernandez, and Bobby Witt's dad. Alright, well not too much in that pack, but pretty cool to have that. And I guess the last thing I'll open up is this right here. 1990 Hoops. So, man, this is going to bring back some memories right here. Alright. Scott Roth, okay. On the front, Hakeem the Dream. Or, I'm sorry, Akeem. James Worthy, yep, James Worthy. Kelly Tripucka. Jay Humphreys. Hey, there's Scott Skiles. Sidney Lowe. David Cortizone. Bill Rasmussen. Steve Johnson. Dennis Hobson. Horace Grant. Karl Malone. Roy Henson, Winston Bennett, and Scott Roth. Well, that's cool. Got Hakeem and James Worthy, Big Game James, and Scott Skiles. He holds the record for most assists in a game. Karl Malone All-Star. Wasn't there somebody else? I guess not. I'll throw in Kelly Tripucka. He was the first decent player the Hornets ever had. Well, this was really fun. I mean, I got to open up some cool cards. I got this cool Bo Jackson card. So, you know what? This was a good show. I picked up a bunch of good stuff. Still got some packs to open, which is always fun. So, I guess I'm just going to end it now. So, until next time, y'all have a good day.